Like, what are you really saying, Ayesha? What are you really saying when are you telling us you're not happy, right? And if you aren't happy, what are we going to excuse for you to go be happy? So today's a fun one. We got Ayesha Curry doing what she's been doing for the last few years. I want to play this clip and then I want to break down another clip.
Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
You're not looking.
I'm gonna save what I want to say. You know, actually, I'm just gonna say it right now. I mean, do I really need to break that down? We have a married woman who essentially just wants to, what's the word I'm looking for? She literally just wants to reject men. She wants men to basically tell her she's gorgeous, reach out to her, and to not respect her husband just so she can reject them. I will go further into that, but I want to play the other clip, the one that everyone's talking about right now.
I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be career girl and that's it. And I had my eyes set on my goals.
By the way, before we even go any further than that, she is falling very much into what modern feminism is telling women to do, which is to go headstrong into their career first, and then everything else is secondary, right? The family, the husband, the kids, all that is secondary. First is career, job. She's very much, her thinking is very much like that, which I don't think works well for women at all.
And I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life.
Did you talk to Steph about it?
He tries to resonate with me, but he just can't. And he also comes from a place of like, it's effing stupid. Like, it's not true. So why? And I'm like, but wait, like, listen to how it makes me feel. And he's like, but why does it make you feel like that? It's not real. After we got married, we found out we were pregnant with our daughters so quickly. I didn't even have time to think about what I wanted anymore. It's so interesting. I spent my entire life like trying to work towards something and then it kind of just disappeared and I didn't think twice about it. But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like this doesn't...
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there before I let this finish. I want you to take note of the position, the very unique position that Ayesha Curry is in, right? You are married to one of the most influential men in the world, right? Very successful, especially when you get into the conversation of basketball. Everyone knows Steph Curry, right? Everyone knows about him. Very well respected family guy. And there's still something to complain about. She's still missing something when you can have top-notch everything. Everyone knows who you are. They know you're the wife of Steph Curry, but something's still wrong. You know, I still need more. I still need male attention. I still need my career, which is fine. You know, if a woman wants to, I mean, she's in a unique position to where she can pretty much do whatever she wants to do, as long as it's in the confines of her marriage and, you know, her family, stuff like that. What do I mean by that? Like if she, for example, like if she wanted to if she wanted to learn a new language, I'm pretty sure hiring someone to teach her the best of the best is no issue at all, and I'm sure Steph would do it. I say that to say is she's literally in a position that women pray for, right? For the guy, the rich guy, the well-known basketball player. He's an athlete. You have him. He has all of your attention. He married you. He had children with you. He wants things to be the best that they can possibly be for you, and it's still not enough. I'm going to press play.
Feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too. And I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now.
If I have a career and I'm not home, like did you experience that?
I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. If you lose all of those things that were interesting about you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
All right, we're going to stop it right there. Okay, I'm going to level with her in that, yes, we, you know, as people, we still, you know, like, clearly it seems like she's not doing the things that she actually wants to do outside of being a mom or being a wife, which I get. But I don't think that those things would be hard to do given the access that she has, right, in this second clip. But honestly, if I could, what's the word I'm looking for, sort of get through the BS, and correct me if I'm wrong, especially if I go back to the first clip, but it sounds like you just want to get attention. It sounds like she's essentially competing with her husband, who is inspirational. She's trying to compete with that and she can't. So that's where it seems like this is coming from. Like you'd rather have the attention than your husband, Steph Curry. You want all of these accolades that he has. And you're trying to sort of find yourself in his shadow, which I'd argue, like, I don't think you're in his shadow. But that's kind of what I'm getting at, especially when I hear things, you know, like, I just want male attention. You essentially just want to reject men. That's crazy to me. You're a married woman. The only person you should be trying to get their approval from is your husband, right? I think this is crazy. I think this is a part of the deeper issue, again, that we have in society with generally speaking, of course. I'm not sure how many women watch me on YouTube, but this is a very general statement. But it seems that a lot of Western women, especially in the States, kind of fall into this category of the career thing, and this is supposed to fulfill them. But oftentimes when you listen to those women that go headstrong into their career, then there's still something to complain about, because oftentimes you hear them say, I should have leaned into having a family before this, or at the same time as I was going into my career, or something. So it seems, however way you want to cut this pie, there's still something to complain about. It's almost like, well, what is the right path? One, I would say and when I say find yourself, I don't mean go sleep around. As a Christian, I'm going to tell you to find God. He'll keep you centered, right? I believe in God. I believe in his teachings and him centering you. When you go off stray, and we do, as you're seeing, you know, like when you have everything, right? As she has everything, I cannot emphasize that enough. And there's still something she feels like she's missing. No matter which way you go, if she doesn't have Steph Curry, she's missing something. If you have Steph Curry, she's missing something, right? If you have the wealthy boyfriend, you're still missing something. If you don't have him, if you don't have him, you want him. If you have him, you're still missing something. It's like, where do we go from here? I say go to God, go to Christ specifically. Let's go through the comments. These combos are not for the public, 100% agree. I think, you know, when you are somewhat of influence, when you are in a unique position like Ayesha Curry, this sort of information should definitely be either between your husband or close friends, not in public settings where the whole world can see. Because people, including myself, are looking at this like, huh? Meanwhile, Steph Curry is super cool, always, you know, very respectful, speaking highly of her. You don't ever see him in any news article about anything speaking ill of his family or wife. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Whenever we hear about these conversations, it's from her and it's negative. People are side-eyed like, what? Girl, huh? That is the air that is coming from this. What else we got? She could have a quote, career, end quote, if she wanted one. She has all the resources in the world. Exactly. This is exactly what I was saying. So when I'm hearing like, she could have this, it's something else, because she has whatever it is that she wants, whatever it is she's alluding to, she literally has the money to do so. There's something else going on here. She's living a dream and doesn't know it. Exactly. It's like, this is why I say you need to find God. You need to find something that is going to center you. Because to have everything and still not be centered, what do you say to that person? If you're listening to this and you go and sit down with Ayesha Curry, what do you tell her? Girl, you have everything. She knows that. Like, what are you complaining? You have a Hall of Fame, if not soon to be Hall of Fame, superstar athlete as your husband and a family. You're a millionaire. She's valid. Y'all just hearing, bruh, this gotta be clickbait or something. Gotta be clickbait. Y'all think she's oversharing, but there are a lot of women who got swept up in their relationship and their partner's careers, putting themselves to the side. Her story is important for validating those feelings in other women. Okay, I hear you, but when I read this, so are you saying, what okay, she should just leave him? Am I being too, like, Is this so okay, let's validate her for a moment. Let's say, yes, you're right. Well, we understand you. We hear you. Where do we go from there? Do we say, leave Steph Curry so you can pursue those things? Or, you know what? Maybe you should go try other men so that you can feel better, right? Because these would be the only antidotes to this situation, right? Like, what are you really saying, Ayesha? What are you really saying are you telling us you're not happy, right? And if you aren't happy, what are we going to excuse for you to go be happy, right? That is what that is alluding to. Like, what is the end of this comment that I just met? Because right now, as we speak, you have a solid husband who means well by you from what we see outside looking in. You seem well put together. You don't seem like you're in distress. You have an amazing family, right? All this seems well, and it's still not enough. So yeah, let's go through one more comment. She's mourning her old self. Mourning her old self. Right, and what? That is the woman who wasn't married, who was single, who could do whatever she wanted to do. Maybe she has too much time on her hands, right? Maybe she's too much time on your hands thinking about things rather than acting on things. It seems like, again, she needs to center herself, getting lost in her imagination. With situations like this, I always find very fascinating because they're teachable moments, right? If you're a woman or a man, right, looking at this situation, probably the man is like, or both genders or both sexes be like, huh, like what really can you do? You have everything and you still want more. You are the problem. Ayesha is the problem because Steph, I'm sure, is happy. He has his wife, he has his kids, money is in the bank. Men want that. Yes, stability. Right? I'm sure Steph is perfectly fine. And when he sees this, he is like, huh? Let me know what you guys think of the comments. Let me know what you guys think of the video. And I'll see you guys next time.